morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Friday, February 12, 2016. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please go to CATEX TV. There will be no broadcast this coming Monday on the 15th of February. It's a national holiday in the United States. It's President's Day, honoring the birthdays of Presidents Washington and Lincoln. American International Group's property and casualty unit fell to a $2.34 billion fourth quarter operating loss as a result of a pre-announced $3.6 billion reserving charge. Catastrophe losses also surged up to $213 million from $35 million from the previous period last year. The AIG combined property casualty division ratio increased 58 points up to 161%. At the group level, the insurer reported an after-tax operating loss of $1.3 billion for the fourth quarter that reversed the $1.4 billion operating profit it generated for the same period last year. The company also announced that it's inviting a number of activist investors to become members of its board of directors. A spectacular warehouse fire in New Jersey, about 20 miles from Princeton here, up towards New York, in Hillsborough, New Jersey, has been burning now for about 15 hours. It's blocking parts of U.S. Route 206, a north-south highway along the East Coast. Thick plumes of black smoke are visible for miles around. Public schools in the area are closed. Flames began chewing through the 500,000 square foot warehouse at an industrial park in Hillsborough, New Jersey, yesterday afternoon. And the fire is still burning. The water supply apparently was problematic for firefighters during the night. The temperature here last evening was in the single digits Fahrenheit. It was a terrible time to try to fight a fire. The fire is occurring in a warehouse in an industrial park that formerly was owned by the Veterans Administration, as well as a complex called the National Defense Depot, where 2,800 tons of mercury are also stored. It's unknown whether or not the fire is anywhere near that. The National Transportation Safety Board is going to make a second attempt sometime in the next month to begin to locate the voyage data recorder from the Faro, the cargo ship that sank in October, killing 33 crew members. The renewed search for the data recorder, which is sort of the equivalent of an airplane's black box, is expected to begin within the next 3 weeks. The Coast Guard is also beginning to conduct public hearings next week in Jacksonville to determine what the cause of the accident was, whether or not it was negligence or whether or not it was something that could have been avoidable. About 10 of the 33 crew members' families have each accepted a settlement of $500,000 for pre-death pain and suffering that were caused by their loved ones. That means that a number of them have opted out and are attempting to obtain more money. The U.S. District Court in Jacksonville ruled in November that the ship's owner, Tote, had total liability capped at about $15 million. One of the people on the receiving end of that liability was Navigator's group. The insurer's shares traded down by as much as 11% in New York yesterday after they disappointed investors with a fourth quarter earnings miss. The company reported fourth quarter operating earnings of about $1.10 a share, below Wall Street forecasts of $1.38 a share. Excuse me. Navigator's combined ratio deteriorated from 93.8% up to 97.2%. Part of the reasons are claims relating to the sinking of the Faro during Hurricane Joaquin. We've had a number of austerity or anti-austerity protests in downtown Greece over the years, or downtown Athens, I should say, the capital of Greece. Yesterday's was an unusual one. Greek farmers wielding shepherd staffs and throwing rocks clashed with riot police in central Athens as thousands of farmers headed to the capital for a two-day protest against government plans to impose new tax hikes. Separate clashes broke out on highways leading into the Greek capital. The riot police had to strike back against the staff-wielding farmers with tear gas. To the east, farmers used tractors to circumvent a police roadblock and block the main highway to the Athens International Airport. This left many travelers with planes to catch walking along the highway, wheeling their suitcases behind them, not knowing whether or not the farmers were prodding them along with their shepherd staffs. Can't make